and the one where you roll over, where you get to control the gi from behind, you know, and then you roll over. You still got to be able to pull them to get position, and some people have problems with that, and they're just not confident enough to roll over. So that one maybe is a more advanced technique. Jason, I'll show that one again at a later time, like that, and then I can choke it. Okay? This technique is the mataleo. It is how you put someone to sleep forever. No left. Over Kyle. And then we're going to do 60 crunches and 30 push-ups. Okay, so we're going to move down and back, and we're going to do the shoot drill from your defensive stance, drop to a squatting position, push your front knee to the floor, then step forward with the back leg. So this one smooth transition, drop and shoot. Okay, so we'll work down, and since it's a small group, we can work down and back. Shooting, try to get as low as you can because you don't want to bang your knee on the floor. You want to get as low as you can so it's a smooth transition on the shoot. Okay? And for those of us that have banged up knees, that's imperative. You have a question?
So after we shoot, we just come back up into defensive base on the opposite side and do it again?
Yep.
Okay.
Right, you do it slow like that. You know, it's okay as long as you're feeling it out and doing it properly. Okay? All right, down and back, go. Next step is try to do it the same thing that you're doing without dragging your feet. Think of it like this. If I take the anchor off the boat and I drop it in the water and then I put the full throttle on the boat, the anchor is going to drag in the water and it's going to slow the boat down, right? So if you can hear me when I step, watch. There's almost no drag. That back foot when I drop, I don't drag that back foot. I put my knee on the floor and step forward.
Right.
Okay? Go ahead. All right, so now we'll just practice the scrawl. Defensive base, hands on the floor, throw your legs behind you, stand back up, hands on the floor, throw your legs back. Okay, I like to drop my front leg and turn my hip to the side because then I'm not landing on my knee, right? Because if I come like this and I just drop straight back, I'm still landing on my knees, right? So if this is the leg that's forward, this is the one they're gonna grab, right? Or gonna get closest to. So I'm gonna shoot that one back. So if my hand goes down, I drop it back and drop my hip to the floor, right? So my whole hip is on the floor. And this looks kind of up. If my feet are the opposite way, I switch. Same thing. Drop back, drop that hip to the floor. Because that's the leg that they're grabbing. Does that make sense?
Right.
Go. Okay? So we can start in this defensive position where he's in a defensive stance and I'm in my defensive stance. Okay? And just to make it very, very simple, okay, I'm gonna step between his feet. My front foot is gonna step between his feet. Right? And then I'm gonna shoot. Right? So I'm gonna step between his feet, I'm gonna drop, and then I'm gonna begin to shoot. My hands are gonna go around his calves, and I'm gonna drive right through. And this time I want my forehead on his belly. Okay? Because I kind of want to simplify it even further for you guys. So that you're not having to change angles. I've noticed that when I've taught you guys the head on the hip and the changing angles, everyone has difficulty with the turning, the changing angles and the pivoting of the hips. So it'll just be very simple. So 1, 2, step forward. The guy will be laying on his butt shoulder. Okay? Now you don't have to take your partner down. So as you're doing the drill, it's just going to be shoot, step forward, shoot, step forward, shoot, step forward. Okay? And then we'll go back and then we'll switch. Got it? Okay, don't connect your hands together, grab the back of your calves. I didn't do that. Yeah, like that. Like that. So don't connect your hands together, grab the back of your calves, not the knees. Yeah, don't turn your head to the side, hitting with your forehead in the belly. Yeah, you turn your head to the side again. I want you to spear him in the stomach. Look. Make sense?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead. Step between his feet. Yep. Drop, shoot. Better, much better. Okay, don't use your shoulder, use your forehead. Step forward, back leg. You got to just to make that a smooth transition. So really, by the time this back foot hits the back foot hits the floor, you should probably already on the floor. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I'm kind of letting go of the last second. So I just kind of do a smooth transition where I just two-hand hold and then back up. See? I grab hands, hold, back up, and do it again.
Hey, go to the solar plexus.
Yeah, every time I hit the solar plexus. Okay, grab lower at the calves. Drop. Don't flop like a fish. It's much better, it's much better. Use your forehead.
Do you like it how that flip around it?
Okay, with the double leg, you had a closed stance. Closed stance meaning you had the same foot forward, we both had the left foot forward. Now we're going to do it with an open stance. So now he has his left foot forward, and I have my right foot forward. Right? So I'm going to step behind him to shoot now. Right? But I'm not going to, some of you guys are like stepping behind and trying to turn him, but really I just want to step behind him and drive through him. So I step behind him and I drop and I drive through him as I step forward. You see how the leg just kind of feeds itself and just kind of hangs out there for me? So then as I drive him through it, then I can grab it. And I want to make sure that I grab it with both hands, and I have to grab it below the calf. If I grab it at the knee, he can just stomp it out and sprawl on me. Okay? And you can also knee me after that, so that'll be that.
So both hands on the same calf?
Yeah, both hands on the calf. So single leg, one leg, double leg, two legs, right? So we're doing single leg now. Double leg is from the square stance or the closed stance, and single legs from the open stance. You know, as far as like fighting positions. So if someone squares off you to fight you, they're either going to go left-handed or right-handed. Right. You know, they're not going to stand at you like this. Right, with both feet forward and hands straight forward, you know. He's going to step back and he's going to be in aggressive posture, and then I know whether he's right-handed or left-handed. You know, and depending on how I'm standing already will determine how I would shoot. Right? So exactly. So if he throws the left hand, right hand punch, right? Up here, I can step and shoot below. Or if I'm here, he throws the left hand, right hand punch here, I can shoot around. Make sense? Right. So that's always is the way I'm going to base a double leg or a single leg. It's never going to be from like randori, you know, because it just takes all the practical aspects out of it. And you can use it from randori regardless if you have a clinch or not. You know what I mean?
Got my collar, yeah.
Yeah. So you don't need always a collar grab. And be like where you're from randori anyways, I always like to use a double wrist grab. I want to do a single leg or a double leg. It's easier to get out. You know, I can move and then I can shoot. Okay? So, again, we're going to be in the open stance. I'm going to step behind him. Then I'm going to start to drop and shoot. Notice my head is on the inside now, and my shoulder is on the hip. And as I drive through, see that leg just kind of feeds itself to me as I step forward and pull it in between my feet, pinching it nice and tight, and then hugging nice and tight with my arms. And usually what I do from here is I just drop my weight, grab the other leg, and just take him right to the ground, which is just such an easy, simple takedown. Right. Okay? But you can't lose the other leg when you're dropping. You still got to pinch it tight as you're dropping. You should never lose the other leg. Right. The moment you lose the other leg, you've lost the takedown. Okay? If you're going for the other leg and you lose the leg between your legs, if he's able to weave it to the outside, one side or the other side, you lose it again. Okay? All right. Ready? So, from here, open stance, step, drop, drive, grab it, nice and tight, then you can grab for the other leg. One more time. Last one. Okay? So that's how far everybody should get. Got it? Right.
Are you pushing like at a 45-degree angle or straight?
45-degree angle.
45-degree angle.
Because of the way that I step, I have to step behind him, and the way that my knee naturally bends, it wants to turn to the inside.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I just wasn't sure.
But the mistake that a lot of people make is they step in deep like this and they're too high, and they try to shoot in from here, and that's wrong. The first thing that you do when you step, the next thing that you do is what? You change your levels. So as I step behind him, then I squat. then that shooting is a lot easier. Make sense? But also, you got to squat to get below the punches. If I'm like this over here and I step to the side, I'm getting hit as I'm moving in. You see that? I gotta drop below, and as he's punching up there, then I'm moving in here. Make sense? All right, go ahead, partner up. Stand, work in. Keep your head connected to his, keep your head and shoulder connected to his leg. Okay? Good. Grabs my leg at the knee. Go ahead and grab the leg at the knee. I can create space in between he and I can start to kick that leg back. See that? And then I can start to do my nasty stuff, right? But if he grabs it below the knee at the calf and keeps it straight as he lifts it up, see, I can't bend it out or pull it out. You know, all I can do then is shoot it through and then bend it and kick it out. So, you know, he's got to stay below the calf. It's very important. That's why he benches it between his knees, so he can hold it in there as well. So that's important. Okay? It just follows that sprawl drill, right? Someone goes for a single leg or double leg. You create space. You put your arms in between you and them. That's what your hands represent. And then you throw your legs back. There's your general sprawl. So a lot of guys are like, oh, I'll sprawl. You put your hands on their back. No, really, you don't put your hands on their back. You put your hands between you and them. Okay, so let's do the sprawl now, Kyle. So Kyle's gonna do the double leg shoot on me, and I'm gonna do the sprawl. Okay. So he's gonna drop and shoot. I'm gonna get my one hand in between he and I. See that? And as he starts to drive, I'm gonna keep that space and throw those legs back. Okay? One more time. Go ahead. One more time.
You're not gonna hit the floor.
No, he's just gonna land on his hands. Yeah, see, just like this, because he's shooting pretty good. He's shooting about half speed right now. Okay. This hand right here. That one right there. If you have him like this, he'll grab the double leg and he'll take it. So you do not put your hands around their back. You put one hand in between you and them. Okay? So I usually use the lead leg. So this is the lead leg and he shoots. Go ahead. See, that hand's the lead hand. So now I can start to work and move to the stuff that I want to do that we've been working on last week in the turtle position, right? Right. So now it all connects and makes sense, right? Okay? So let's practice that now. Shoot and turtle drill. Or shoot and sprawl. All right, we're going for the double leg. Guy's going to sprawl on the double leg. Got it? All right, go. Good.
Yeah, same one.
Does it matter which arm run? I like it to be the front arm. If it's the back arm, maybe he catches the leg and pulls it up and turns you around. The front arm, I got to kick it back. But you don't need to put me. Yeah, I think I have one arm in. But two arms is even better. Like you scoop him like that. You know? Maybe double legs you look. Maybe double legs you shoot it for the double leg. And I scoop him with both hands. Yep. That would work as well. Okay? Yeah, you got to get the legs back sooner.
Yep.
And this arm, wait, this is your lead arm? Yeah. So you got to get that arm in between him and you.
Yeah.
Between his head and your body. Between his shoulder and your body.
Okay.
Okay?
So I'm gonna do a single leg.
And then you got to throw your legs back. You can't let your legs twist. Your legs got completely twisted. That was a huge wide open mistake. There you go. Sprawl, throw those legs back. Don't be worried. Don't worry about falling on your belly. Don't fall on his face. You got to sprawl. Drop your chest on his back. That's much better, see?
What are we doing?
We're going to watch them toss each other on their heads by doing randori, meaning standing up, taking down. So it'll just be takedown drills. They'll be trying to throw each other onto the floor. So that's most jiu-jitsu matches start standing. So we're going to see if they can do something exciting for us.
All right. Nafi, you're up first. James, you're up first. It'll be round robin for 5 minutes. If you get thrown to your back, you're out. Or if you get into a scuffle and they turn you onto your back, you're out. If you fall onto your knees and you just turtle up or something like that, you stay in until someone just turn onto their back. Okay? Hey, both of you guys are doing takedowns. Both of you guys are trying to take each other down live. Yeah. You guys are just the kings of the mountains right now. Okay. Got it? All right. Yeah. So two up. So as soon as somebody falls, you're in. Okay, keep it moving. No resting. 5 minutes. Let's go. If the guy that's saying gets tired, you can rest. All right, there's one. He's out. Got it. All right. All right, there you go. Kyle's in. Someone else is out. Nate is out.
Drive, Sam.
Suck it in, Sam. Suck it in. Come on, keep going. There you go.
Good takedown.
There you go. That's it. You got it. You got it.
Takedown.
Sam's in. Someone's in. Sam.
Good takedown, Sam.
Good job, Lucky. Good work. That's where we go. That's what we do. We landed on his knees. Keep going.
Was that?
Yeah, that was good. That was good. That
So
was
I'm
good.
in or out?
You're out. You landed on your butt. Your butt is your back. Your back side. There we go. That's a good one. Sacrificing throw. Someone's in with Ken. Kenneth.
I like it when they fall down.
Hey, that's good. Fireman's carry right there. Someone's in with Kyle. Right here. Someone's in with Kyle over here. Over here. We got a stalemate over here. Grip fight. Where's that? You just jumped on his butt. No boy. Keep going. Nobody's out. Before Kyle? Or with Kyle?
So if you fail on sacrifice yourself?
Yeah, if you fail in a sacrifice, it's just you stand back up and keep going. The goal is to get the guy on his back or his butt. If you jump on your back, it's not a sacrifice. It's taken. How's it not be now? Lots of tomoe today, huh?
No, all I saw was being eating.
Oh, little Uchimata Tim. Oh, Dan, a cat or Uchimata to Uchimata. All right, someone's in with Kenneth. Someone's in with Kenneth. You can go out if you want. Someone else can go in. One minute and a half.
Come on, Dan. Already a deep breath.
So I'm kind of being lenient with takedowns. If you just swing someone around and they fall on their back, typically that's not good.
Wrestling always beats judo. Always.
See that? Every time. Always wins. That's wrestling. All the wrestling's happening over here. Like the judo's happening over here. So you can tell by the guys' backgrounds. Like some of the guys were wrestlers and some of the guys did judo before they started doing jiu-jitsu. And the guys that go for the regs are the wrestlers. The guys that go through the hip throws and throws were guys that did judo. So kind of clue you in on who's doing what. But in jiu-jitsu, all of those takedowns are legal. Judo style takedowns and jiu-jitsu style takedowns and wrestling style takedowns.
In the grand scheme of things, all those takedowns are considered jiu-jitsu takedowns. Whether you're doing like double legs or single legs or hip throws, they're all considered jiu-jitsu. It's just that some of you favor the judo part of the takedowns, or some of you favor the wrestling part of the takedowns. I'll notice that judo takedowns like hip throws and shoulder throws and stuff are a little bit more timing and off balancing. And like the wrestling, you just step in and just get the guy's legs and just keep it up, keep going down. Sometimes in judo, when you stand up real tall, it needs to be easy for the wrestler to grab your legs. For me, I kind of developed my style to be like a halfway. Because in wrestling, you're getting real low, keeping the guy away from your legs. But in judo, you're standing up tall because you're sweeping, you're trying to hit throw and stuff, and you don't want the guy to, you're not really letting the guy get beneath you. I kind of like get a mid-range stance where I'm just like halfway between down low and halfway between up tall. Yeah. But I noticed that all you guys are kind of doing that anyway. None of you guys were standing up like this. All you guys were kind of down a little bit. So that makes sense as far as that goes. So let's go back and review on the ground the back takes from the turtle position since we worked double leg and single leg, and then let's go into the choke and the arm bar series from the back takes. Okay? So Kyle, face this way, a little north, face this way north. Perfect. Okay, so knee is by the knee, leg is out, 45. Hand is at the hip, elbow in, other hand is on the collar, controlling. That's the way we started from before, right? Okay, so we're gonna do the first one, which is we shoot this knee in, right? Get the seat belt, shoot the knee in, roll onto our side, kick the leg through, see that? And then the top leg begins to come around, right? And this hand is controlling the wrist. So it should be easy to get the leg around. Even if he's blocking with his leg, see, I should be able to just pick it up and then pop it in. Right. See that? But if I'm not controlling this arm and I just had the seat belt and I'm trying to throw that leg over, see, it's going to be hard now. I'm going to have to come back to this position, stretch him out. Maybe when I'm ready, he stops fighting, I can shoot the leg in. Okay? So let's look at it again. Okay, so we're knee to knee, foot out. 45 from the hip, even with the shoulder. Start controlling the hip, hand on the inside. You want to get your seat belt, grab the wrist, right? Get your seat belt, shoot your knee in, roll to your side, shoot the bottom leg through, get the hook, then the top hook comes up high and shoots down. It's just harder to do it like that because the guy will feel it and he'll lift his hip up and he'll block. You see? So what I try to do is go hold that knee up tight. I can't throw it over. I just kind of lift it up and shoot it in. Make sense? And I still got the sleeve control, the wrist control. And that's important because if I don't do that and I just have the seat belt and I'm trying to get this in, I'm not going to get it in. I'm just going to have to go to here. And now it might be easy for him to get on his knees, and I don't want him to get onto his knees. So then I might continue to do that same thing and pull him back to his back. So that we're fighting around with that, and I don't have his back yet. So get that knee up and shoot it in so you can get his back. All right, stop messing around with a bunch of BS.
So once you get that extra hook in, then you're in the arm and you go straight for the choke?
Yeah, then you can start working to the choke.
Okay.
And then I'll go through the process of how to get the choke in just a second after you guys get the back take. Okay, so we're going to do that one, and we're going to do, I like this. My favorites are this one from the seat belt here, and the rolling one from the seat belt. I like those two the most, just so you guys are familiar. The jumping on the back's fun, it's cool, but some people aren't agile enough or flexible enough to do it. They have difficulty with that. And the one where you roll over, where you get to control the gi from behind, and then you roll over, you still got to be able to pull them to get position. And some people have problems with that, and they're just not confident enough to roll over. So that one maybe is a more advanced technique.
Jason,
I'll show that one again at a later time.
what's the hand placement on that? You basically had like a Kimura grip where you were trying to take the back. So first, this move that we're fixing to practice. Okay.
Seat belt like this.
Okay.
See seat belt? But like that.
Yeah.
Instead of seat belt like this.
But he was in a turtle position, so I was trying to figure out which hand was doing what.
I just love it.
Okay, so you're reaching under his, okay.
Yeah, see now?
Yeah.
My hand, see this hand on this wrist?
I got you.
Then I can shoot this leg through, pop it in, force it in, pull him this way, shoot the leg through, so the bottom leg shot through first, and then I can start to maneuver that leg into position. So most of the time I just go to here and keep control of his shoulder so he can't roll to his stomach. If he tries to roll to his stomach, he's free stuck. You see? And then when I'm ready, see, he can't really block me. He can't really defend the leg that goes, the next hook that goes in. So when I'm ready, I just pop that hook in and pull it back. Stretch him out and just throw that left into my choke right there. Okay? Okay. All right, go.
Jab it right up in here and roll that way. When I jab it up in here and he starts to roll that way, I'm trying to push this foot all the way through so I can set the bottom foot first. See what most people do.
So what's going to happen is the hand that's on my wrist is going to let go, and I'm going to come up to his shoulder. So it's on his shoulder. So this hand will be attacking my hand trying to pull it off. You see that? If it's here, his hand will still be attacking my wrist trying to pull it off. So what I usually do is I go 1, so I peel it off. 2, I will even pull this hand out, adjust the head, and come back to this position. Now that works? So if I'm here, this is the way it's going to happen. This is the way it's going to go down. He's going to go. Well, let's just start here. He's going to go grab. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Or like this. Grab. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I did the gable grip variation. You with me? So the first one was the rear naked choke. I karate chop you in the back of the neck. See that? And the second one was the palm-to-palm gable grip, no thumbs, and I put it behind your shoulder to choke. But I adjust. See how I adjust? And I move your head to adjust, and I get the choke in. I mean, we could probably crush the guy's esophagus, straighten his windpipe, doing this one. But Jiu-Jitsu is supposed to be a civilized way of fighting. So 1, see that? Up here, I'm gonna pull it off. I'm gonna go underneath, grab, come up. This hands are immediately gonna start attacking this hand. So I'm gonna adjust, slide it back in. See that? Then I got the position. Or I shoot it this way, and I got the position.
So when you put the arm behind his back, are you pushing his back to get
I'm going to try to get it behind his shoulder blade. So let me spin around so we can see from this angle. Spin around this way, and I'll do it from this angle. So just sit on, just sit up, yeah. You'll be fine. So I'm going to be like this now, see? So this hand comes underneath both wrists. See, I'm holding his hands. I come underneath both wrists, and I strip it down, and immediately this hand slips up to the shoulder. Okay? It's really hard to pull it off once he gets it here. These hands will then get loose, and they'll immediately come after my wrist and my hand. Both hands will start pulling on it, right? So he might have both hands like right there, starting to pull it down, right? So then I go 1, see, grab it, and I shoot it in 2, and then I can start choking him out. Okay?
No, the one behind the shoulder.
Now I'll do the one behind the shoulder for you. Okay, so we're here, same thing. 1, 2, 3. So I shove his head in, and then pop it in and get behind his shoulder like that, and then I can choke it. Okay? This technique is the matileo. It is how you put someone to death to sleep forever.
All I saw was saying beating.
Oh, look at Uchimata, Tim. Oh, Dan, a counter Uchimata to Uchimata. All right, someone's in with Dennis.